I gotta say, I've been had my ear to the pavement, and I'm hearing a lot of buzz about this Phil pickup. This Phil guy might be an underdog or a classic. No one's looking at him, and then he comes out and surprises. So there might be some gems at the end of that draft too.
And these shows like these can really fool guys into picking a guy that's unproven.
They certainly can't they?
Maybe the combine shows flashes of something. Phil goes high, and we see another Reyes Ratto turnout like last year's 2 top picks.
Wow. Well, let's go quickly refresh us on the logistics of Menstown. We're there Thursday night. Twain Hart, talk to me.
Yep, Thursday night arrival. That's a poker night. No official Menstown tournament business. War Room kicks off Friday that evening at 6 o'clock. And then the men take it into Twain Hart for dinner at El Jardín, which is the garden in English. For a little Mexican fiesta, then off to the bars in town, and then Saturday it's tournament time.
Well, I understand the Gold Country is known for its Mexican fare and, a fine restaurant, fine Mexican food before a night of the most intense competition, or a day of the most intense competition for many of these men. So, without any further ado, let's get right down to it. Is it time to pick some scrolls, bud? Are you?
Let's do a quick recap here. We've got 7 now competitors with scrolls in the scroll bowl, I suppose, or it's more of a vase. The lowest C, Dominic Hillegas, he'll have 8 scrolls in there, bud. And then on down the line, the 6th player in the world is going to have 7 scrolls. All the way down to the top player in the world, Benny, he's got 2 scrolls in there. His chances of getting pulled for that #1 pick, 6%. Hillegas at a 23% clip. He's got the best odds to get that first round pick.
Wow. Who of these competitors really needs to get that early pick? Is there anyone who steps up and says, I need to get a good solid player, or else I'm not going to be able to do it on my own?
Well, I think Maloney is that guy, that classic guy where there was underachievement for the first few years, and he was partnered up with guys like Bugby and Singleton. Things weren't happening. Then he gets Clay, and he gets a nice Jones last year. He wins the prior. He does well with Jones. I think for him, he needs a partner to keep him motivated and to keep his attention and to keep him fired up.
No doubt.
So for me, he needs to get a high scroll here, get his name pulled 1 or 2, and get himself a Reyes or a Jones again.
Yeah, and I would have to say, considering Benny's performance last year, he might need to get a high-achieving partner because he doesn't seem to be able to raise his standard for 2 players. He had Del Sano last year.
Yeah.
And he was out very...
Del Sano at Menstown 6 in Santa Cruz. That was almost a no-show for him.
Yeah.
He won a couple of games. He ended up sitting by the pool. So, but he is a 4-time champion, so he's proven enough, and I think we need to respect that, and we'll see.
Well, we're not going to ride the, as we call the big dog, but, I have to see it again to believe it. 5 times, I'm not buying it. My vote is with another competitor. Bud?
Let's pick some scrolls.
Do it.
All right. I'll let me make sure that.
So, to the scrolls.
The scrolls.
To the riches go the scrolls, as they say. In ancient times, scrolls were used to write hidden texts, to send manuscripts or transcripts from one monk to the next monk, or one wizard to the next wizard. But in Menstown, Bud, an entirely different significance. What are the scrolls?
On each of the scrolls is a competitor's name. One of the top 7 will be pulled and placed up here in order. We will pull the first scroll. They will get the first pick in the 2013 Menstown 8 draft.
Well, there you have it, folks. And without any further ado, Bud,
shake the scrolls. Oh, we lost the scrolls. We have a scroll. The number 1 pick in the draft. There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Who could it be? Who could it be? We know that Hilligus has the best chance of getting his scroll pulled and getting the number 1 pick, but it looks like
he will have to pull his scroll some more, because with the first pick in the 2013 Menstown draft, Twain Hart goes to Spencer.
Wow, and there he goes.
Jeez.
Spencer Wood, number 1 pick in the draft.
Unbelievable.
He will be the captain of the war room.
Let's take 1 second to just talk about what Spencer has to offer. Put that back in there. Here, Spencer, this is
Well, he
this is
was a
huge
top
for
5
him.
temper last year. He's a fiery competitor. He got himself to a final with Todd Bugby, his partner who's now going to be sunbathing in the Poconos.
Unbelievable.
I think he can do a lot of damage with this pick.
With the right partner.
It is going to be very interesting. With the 2nd pick in Menstown 8 2013 draft, and like I said in the warm-up to the scrolls, this guy needs a high pick in order to make damage, and to do damage, and maybe make a mess of things. Dan Dr. Maloney has been awarded the 2nd pick in this year's draft. He may see a reunion with his old partner Damian Jones right there, my friends.
Well, he won't stray too far from the flock. He is a fiery competitor, a bit petulant at times, but I don't expect him to go anywhere but Damian Jones.
Wow.
Once the fit is there, shall we say, why go somewhere else?
Yeah, no, they were competitive. They got 1 game away from the finals last year, and I think if they can right the ship on the holy boards, we could have ourselves a new champion.
Unbelievable.
But we will see. A lot of things change in that war room. Those moments leading up to the war room, those moments leading up to the actual picks, a lot happens in between. Now, if we do pull the same name again, of course, we continue to pull the scrolls.
Discard.
I'll have another scroll ready for you.
But we won't need to.
Wow. Oh, this is unbelievable what's happening tonight. You've got a guy like last year. I think Del Sano ended up with the last or second to last pick. He had the best odds to get that number 1 pick in. The most scrolls, not to be. This is a huge scroll pull here.
With the 3rd pick in the 2013 Twain Hart Menstown, Clay.
Wow! A 3-time Menstown champion. He could tie Benassini for 4. Incredible placement there. Clay.
Well, really, he's got his chance to get some pretty solid talent there with the top 3 picks, and he's no doubt a great competitor who has pretty much earned and willed his team to victory.
Wow. He got snubbed in that Triumphery last year. He got picked last, and he wasn't happy about it. And the guy that had the most scrolls in there has finally come up, and we're going to see Dom Hilligus in that 4 slot with a nice solid pick, but I think he was hoping for a lot better there. He's going to be number 4, and I don't know if he can do enough there in that position to get himself over the hump. He's just not that leader.
Well, I look at this, the way the tournament is going to be set up this year, all of it kind of coming down to that Saturday. I think that Friday, people are probably going to take it a little bit easy and just leave it all on the table on Saturday.